Hey everybody, and welcome to the very first episode ever of the Workboy podcast, where no topics are going to be off limits. So last week, myself and Vanessa announced a video saying that we will be doing a podcast.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the podcast is literally nothing without our listeners. So we did actually send in DMs anonymously. Can't even say that word, but we will. And so we're so happy with the response that we did get, like the amount of DMs we got. We actually didn't think we'd get any. So we're actually so happy with the response that we did get. We got some about like relationship drama, friend drama, and we even got things about like people's perspectives on social media, plastic surgery. And we also got things about mindfulness, like about girls and men who've changed their life around. So like we're actually so happy to get a few different topics.
Yeah, we were. And the reason behind the podcast is obviously myself and Vanessa are both two beauty therapists. And in the salon, it is our priority obviously to have our clients feeling comfortable. Like we literally celebrate everything with our clients, their highs, their lows. We're there for them when they're crying, when they're laughing, and they're the same with us as well.
They literally know everything about us.
And we know everything about them. So we literally just want to put this together so we can build a platform and everyone can come together and start watching it and really feel the same.
Yeah, and just build a bigger platform so everyone can kind of feel the same way. So we're going to just go into a little bit about us. So I'm Vanessa, just in case anyone doesn't know us.
Here we are at this stage.
So hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm 40, I hate even saying that. And I'm 41 this month, I feel so old. So basically, I'm from Ballyfermot and I'm a salon in Ballyfermot as well. That's how me and Eva would know each other. As I said, I'm 41. I'm engaged to my fiance Anthony. We have two boys. Reese, who's 7. He's actually stepson, but there's no difference between stepson and someone in your house. And then we have a little boy, Carter, who's 5. He's the baby in the house and he like literally rules the roost. But yeah, literally all I do is work and family, but that's literally all I can think of about myself.
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, my name is Aoife, I'm 25 years old. I feel old saying that.
And I don't think
I told someone the other day I was 23 or something, and I was like, am I actually alright?
When I have clients and they're like 18 and I'm not talking about the deep and I'm like, yeah, and like, is it still like you have someone there? I'm like, I think I'm their age, like talking to them.
No,
I need to like check myself there and then.
Well, anyways, yeah, so I'm 25 years old. I'm a beauty therapist. I'm from Bluebell. I have been in the beauty industry now for about 5 to 6 years, and yeah, so I actually have a salon in Bluebell as well. And that in the salon, I take appointments, I sell products, I hold fully accredited courses. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Yeah, anyone that wants to do courses, keep it here.
Anyone that wants to come to Brow Queen.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to start off with a little bit of an icebreaker. We're not going to go straight into the scenario. So just a little get to know about me and Eva. So me and Eva has created a few little questions to ask each other. And like, she doesn't know what I wrote down, and I don't know what she wrote down. And like, can you imagine? So they can actually hear her giggling in the corner.
I was listening so bad with myself.
I literally just spit. I hope that's spitting down the car. But anyway, I hope, they're not too bad. Mine are quite okay, like I don't think that's too extreme. So
I don't even know if mine are as well, I just found it funny.
Like, I was like, right, just get to know you a little bit better. I'd like to know, like, what is your top 5 apps on your phone that you use? I feel like you can tell a lot by a person by a phone, like.
Oh God.
Like 5 now, because obviously I know you was like, WhatsApp, Instagram. So what is your top 5 that you would always use?
But like they're the only kind of really 2 apps I do use because they're really beyond my phone.
Yeah, but like think about it, like do you use one for like doing your
so
reading?
Obviously, I'd use YouTube. So obviously, right, so WhatsApp.
Right, 1.
Is obviously 1 because that's what I use to contact all my family and friends on. And then remember I was ringing you on WhatsApp. You're like, why are you ringing me on WhatsApp?
I don't understand that why people ring on WhatsApp.
I'm like, it's 2024. People ring on WhatsApp.
But you don't ring on normal phone.
Never. I never.
Why?
Unless someone doesn't have WhatsApp or something. I don't know. I just always use WhatsApp.
Do you not think the connection is better on normal phone?
No, I don't actually know. I just use WhatsApp anyways.
Right,
anyways, WhatsApp is 1.
Number 1.
Instagram.
Number 2.
Number 2. This is going to be so hard to even think of another one because I just feel like I really don't use my phone.
Like, even now, like, me asking you that question, I'm like, right, what is my one? Just in case she answers me.
Yeah, I know. I'm like...
Right, you said YouTube was another one.
Yeah, that's 3.
Right.
Tinder. Tinder, plenty of fish. I don't know what else. I actually can't even think of any more after that.
Really? Well, they are top 3 anyway.
Yeah, well, they're in top 3.
Do you use any for like editing photos or like do you listen to like
editing
Do you
photos.
listen to like
Oh, sorry.
podcasts or anything even in that spot?
This is the thing. I actually don't have any edit photos app, and I'm only after kind of knowing about this in the last like few weeks. I didn't actually realise all that shit was out there. And I'm actually kind of fuming when I found it.
Yeah, well, now you can make me.
Oh, stop.
Why you ask me with that?
Right, Grant. So, what is your true meaning of the word happiness?
When I just think of happiness, like, you know, like that feeling you get, like, of just pure happiness, like, I just think of kids, like, and my family, like, I just have, like, do you know what, the reason I'm so quick to answer this is because I listened to, like, a meditation before, and you were like, that feeling of when you want to be happy, and you like that feeling of so much love, like, that's what I get when I think about my family, like, and obviously my kids, like, because I just never knew that love until I had a child. And I've always wanted that stability and feeling content, and I have that now with my family. So like, I feel like I am happy, and that true meaning of happiness is down to having kids and having a family.
Yeah, I feel like obviously I don't have kids.
Yeah.
But I feel like anyone that does have kids, like that,
They haven't experienced.
That is literally their answer.
But you know what it is? Like, it's an unconditional love. Like, so like, for example, your mom, like, if your mom murdered someone, right? Let's be honest. Anyone that even can think about it, if your mom has literally killed someone, like, you just stop loving her.
You'd be like, it's alright.
Yeah, you'd be like, if my mom did it, there's a reason my mom's the murder, not person. Like, mom, please don't murder someone. But like, see that unconditional love, like, that's what you have for like your kids. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is my full reason of happiness. Yeah. And I think that's why I feel content and stable now at the minute. Because I feel like I have that. Yeah. Like, whereas before I was searching for, I didn't know what I was searching for happiness and everything.
That was the missing piece, and you didn't know what it was till you found
didn't know what it was,
Yeah,
and now that I have, I feel like I have a reason for living. Whereas before I was so lost.
Yeah.
Jeez, that kind of deep, like
intense. Are you gonna ask?
Yeah, perfect. So, house coat or dressing gown?
House coat. I'm not that
House coat.
fashion.
Yeah, well, I'm a house coat girl as well. I still can't understand dressing gown. Do you know what?
Really, you're from Bluebell and Bannier, it's a dressing gown.
Well, I
Like,
don't know
no.
why. I thought you might be a dressing gown person, and I thought you were going to say dressing
Have
gown.
you heard me talk? Like,
Yeah,
no,
I
would
still thought you were
definitely
going to
not
have
say
like a
dressing
full
gown.
on debate. Like, I thought me and you were going to have a full on debate about this.
No,
I had heard before, and she called it a gap coat.
I got to go. No,
That gap coat person, seriously.
That's from Bonnie Bird, my money.
No, well, God, I'm glad you're on the same page, because house coat is definitely what I would say.
Right, Brad. This is like a little bit about like childhood, but it's not really.
Right.
It's how old were you when you found out Santi wasn't real, and how did you find out?
Oh, Jesus. I can't remember my, like, specific age. Like, I feel like I knew I was quite young, but, like, I didn't want to tell my mum and dad. I knew because I didn't want to disappoint them. But I think I found out because we hung around with, like, older lads on the road.
Yeah.
And so basically, like, obviously I believed in Santi, right? So
Yeah.
I believed in Santi, and then, like, older lads on the road and all were like, oh my God, to younger kids, like, do you believe in Santi? Like, if you believe in Santi, you were a kid. Like, and so I was really like, no, I don't believe in Santi, but I think realistically I still did believe in Santi.
At the same time, the devastation's inside you. This is actually happening.
I like that. I was pretending like that. I wanted to be older. Because you know yourself when you're younger.
Yeah.
You want to grow up as soon as you can. Like, do you know what I mean? So I was just pretending I didn't. And yeah, then I think I kept saying it to my man, and they told me and my life was over. But yeah, I can't remember my exact age. I know I was quite young. Like, I shouldn't have known. And I had to keep pretending for my man. They kept saying, if you don't believe, then you won't get your presents. Like, you have to believe in Santi to get your presents. So that's why I believed. Right, for you. Okay. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Like, one food, just one food.
I don't know, because I love so much food. Pasta.
Pasta. Just plain pasta.
No.
It can't just
No,
have any
Italian.
more.
Could it be Italian?
Yeah, any
Italian's
pasta.
my favourite food. I love when I go and get like an Italian and I have like a pizza, a chips, a pasta.
Well, you only
a
have one
garlic
food.
bread.
So again, a pasta, like, what is it? Carbonara? Is it spaghetti bolognese?
A ravioli.
Ravioli.
Ravioli is like the sheets that
And then,
are
like,
filled.
covered and they have something with it.
Yeah, they're filled like with like kind of spinach, cheese, this,
So
that,
you want
like,
like
all
a
like
spinach and cheese ravioli.
yeah.
Oh my
With,
God,
like,
I
a-
think so
with
differently
like
of
a
you
tomato
now.
sauce and like all like different things. Now I'd eat all different type of pastas now, to be fair, but
Yeah, well, that would be our favourite.
if I make one at home myself, I'd make ravioli.
Right, okay.
But that was interesting because I really did not expect to say spinach and cheese ravioli. I can't even say
Ravioli.
Ravioli.
No, I know I do eat a little bit mad now, to be fair, but right. So I'm gonna ask you: do you have any hidden? Do you have any hidden talents or skills that nobody knows about?
This is purely on top of. I'm trying to think.
Can you
I
spin
have
our
one.
cartwheel around?
No, I used to do a cartwheel. I can't anymore because I'm getting like my bones creak and everything. I need condom or all my time so. But I do have one little talent that like not many people know.
Go on, Sharon.
I can do a little tiny bit of the chorus of Titanic on the keyboard. Like a little tiny bit. And like when I go into Smith with Carter, like and I see like a keyboard, I'm like, oh my god, watch so much I can do. And like literally, and I'll show you. It's like this is literally it. Do 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 do, and that's it. That's literally my talent. But I literally like if I went to like a hotel and I see a big huge piano in the middle of the lobby, I'd like, hey guys, what I can do? Few drinks and that's it. I think I'm amazing.
No, that is gas.
That is my hidden talent.
No, not really, but I can play the piano as well. I can play. What am I playing the piano?
Put me to shame.
Happy birthday! No, I remember years ago, so my dad had a keyboard, yeah, and it was
Right.
my ma's birthday, and I was like, I want to learn this for my ma's birthday and all blah blah blah. So I learned Happy Birthday,
Ah, that's cute.
and then I can play the guitar as well.
Right.
Can play stand.
Put on band.
Stand by me with the guitar.
Do a little thing.
Wait, actually, and then on a piano then as well, I can play Joe the Fault in Our Stars.
No, is that Lady Gaga?
Yeah,
Is it?
Shallow.
Oh,
Tell me
I love that
something.
song. Oh my god, we'll have to get you all of that. Put on band.
Yeah,
We
we should do a musical night where we come in here and do the intro.
Jesus, fair play to you. That's like,
God.
that's not his talent, that's like a talent you should be proud of. Well done.
I'm gonna start now,
I'm
but I
like,
knows myself up doing the guitar. Oh, players I can't.
Right, so you asked me that, did you?
Yeah.
Right, so would you rather pause the telly or rewind? If you were going to do something, what would you do? Like, what would you do? It's not would you rather, but if you were going out of the room, would you let it keep playing or would you pause it?
No, I won't have time to even think about pausing the room because I'd be too
You just
fast.
run out
Yeah,
with
and
it?
then I come back and then I'd be like, why did I not pause that telly? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but so you just have to rewind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit random, but I know. It's just interesting to see what you do.
Would you rather be able to read minds? And this is funny because a minute ago you only said something about
Did I? My God, Teddy.
or predict the future.
Ooh.
What do you a minute ago you actually did say? I'd love to be able to read
I
minds.
think I'd rather read minds because, like, realistically, is the future now. Like, don't get me wrong, when it comes to, like, a lot of ones here, like, oh, I'd love to go into the future, get a lot and come back and win it. But, like, other than that, I would not want to predict the future. Like, other than that, I wouldn't want to know the future, I don't think. Because you know what it is? I do well on it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so just say, for example.
You'd be like, oh, right, this is coming.
Yeah, like, say, for example, like, I'm with Anthony now in a couple of years, but in the future, I seen I wasn't with Anthony. Then you'd be like to yourself, okay,
Oh, yeah,
well, what's the
it's
point?
fine.
Let's just finish that now. Whereas maybe like that was meant to be a part of my life to go to that part. Hopefully don't finish, but I'm just saying like I think I'd do well on it and I'd just be like, well,
100%.
none of that matters, so I'm not doing that. Whereas you obviously have to do certain steps in your life to get to that period of your life. So for me, I think I would 100% rather read minds. But then again, I'm so paranoid that I'd be like, oh my god, wouldn't want to go outside. Well, read minds for now, that's what I would say.
Right. You want to ask me?
Okay, this one as well, like, I'm so interested in this because people are always surprised about my answer. Would you rather be in summer forever or winter forever?
I'd have to say summer because winter's depressing. And I'm
You know
depressed
what?
enough. I went to summer
I
and winter.
winter. I like, no, don't get me wrong, I love a
Baltic.
sunny day and stuff. And I hate the cold, like, I fucking hate the cold so much, but I love coziness and like chill and movie nights. And you know what else I love? I love that like as girls, like this is terrible, but like we don't have to put that much effort into ourselves when it's winter. Like
Yeah,
you don't have to
I know
shake
what
your
you
legs
mean.
much. You
I
don't have to
know,
like
yeah.
have the sunbeds or put on tan. Like you're not on show as much. You could literally put on like a full cozy jumper and just as long as you're here and you make yourself that's it, you're grand. You don't need your whole body to look. That's such a lazy way of looking at it. Like I know, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I love winter. And
I
love
feel
coziness.
that
So
is so true what you've just said.
Yeah,
like
like, when I
just
say
like
that-
I'm actually more uplifted and happier in summer.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I know.
I
I'm
feel
feeling
like
that here
it's
me
depressing
saying
in this
this.
country when it's raining out all the
I
time.
know, and don't get me wrong, like I wish we could have like realistically I wish we could have 4 days of winter and 3 days of summer because then I'd be happy. Oh, I wish I particularly knew, but to be honest with you, with the Irish weather we get that anyway.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I am a weirdo. I love winter and every time someone hears that they like you're psycho.
Well, each their own. Right, this is a bit of a mad one. So, would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live for 100 years with regrets?
Sorry, so 20 years.
So,
with
would
no
you rather
regrets.
die in 20 years
Right,
with no regrets
right.
or live for another 100 years with them?
Do you know what? I feel like this is a trick question as well. And I think it's probably because I have kids.
Yeah.
So I think I would rather, like, because at the minute sometimes I obviously have regrets that I didn't do before having kids. But, like, so I think I'd rather be around for 100 years, get to see all my kids grown up and see their grandkids and have regrets rather than only live for 20 years and not get to see them live out their life. So
Yeah.
I
I
actually
think
think
I'd
that-
rather live for 100 years as well.
Yeah.
Because either way, I think we all have regrets in our world. So, like,
yeah,
anyways,
yeah,
do you know what I
always
mean?
regret certain things anyway, so I think I'd
Yeah.
definitely rather be around to be able to see the life that they built. Yeah. That was a good one, Eva. How did you think of that?
Spicy.
So we're gonna move on to scenarios, girls, right? So these are the scenarios that were sent in. Like,
Yeah.
So we just picked a few. Like,
We actually, sorry, I just want to get this out there. We actually loved going and reading what people said. And we
Yeah,
were
it was
actually
good.
so happy. We
that
genuinely were
people
so
even got
happy
involved. Like
that people have even sent stuff
this
in.
is such a big thing for us as well. So while we're in the middle of it, we just want to say like thank you for everything
Yeah.
that's even listening because like
100%.
this is our first time and like we're even so afraid of making mistakes. and stuff,
Yeah.
but we're just gonna move past it. So anyway, we're gonna get onto the scenarios, okay? So and as well, girls, like when we do these scenarios, if you have any opinions or like you want to help the people out and give your point of view, do send them on because we'd love to share them as well. Like we'll even pop them up on our Instagram page and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, we went off topic completely there. Well, anyway, so this is the first scenario we have here. Will I go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So, hey girls, thank God I have someone to ask their opinion. I've been going crazy. So, me and my fella are together 2 years. My fella has a friend who's a girl, and I just found out they hooked up once. Obviously, before we were together, we have the same group of friends, so I find it hard to ask their opinion because they have loyalties to this girl, which I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I don't want to come off like a psycho and I haven't said it to my partner yet because I'm feeling very down in myself. And I feel like whenever we're around her, I can't help but not wanting him around her. We have a concert and a holiday coming up and her new partner is gone and I honestly don't want to go. Any help on how I should approach it without making things awkward or sounding like a psycho? That's hard for her. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what? Realistically, they probably didn't tell her because they didn't want her feeling
Yeah.
that way.
I'd love to know that the girl's fella. No?
Oh, the girl that he hooked up with once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously her fella is
So it
gone.
never came up, yeah.
Sometimes fella, like, I don't know, you think fellas don't care about them things, but they do.
Yeah, they would. I personally think that they probably, there's two ways about this, right? They probably haven't told you, right, because they didn't want to tell you at the start, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably gone too far now that they feel like it'll be made a big deal, so that's why they just never said it.
Yeah, true.
But at the same time, because you've only found out now, I feel like you can't help but feel insecure, you can't help but compare yourself. You're
She
just
obviously
not-
feels like she can't trust all them people as well, that no one said nothing.
Yeah, sorry, the lights have gone out because we haven't moved. You just gone for it, so the lights on. So yeah, I would say like first of all, if something is eating away at you and it's making you doubt yourself, you either need to remove yourself from the situation. But again, you're obviously with this fella 2 years, like it's a long time.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like you obviously just don't want to walk away, and you're obviously mature enough that you're trying to find the right approach. I personally, I would talk to the girl.
Yeah.
If the girl is some sort of friend, talk to her girl to girl. Like, that's what I would say. What you want to
I'd
say?
ask me fella as well though, because if you're in a relationship with your fella, you're not in a relationship with the girl.
Yeah, but let's be honest as well. Like, if you say it to a fella and be like, "Why?" Like, you're not gonna be like, "So I just found out, blah blah blah." Like, I don't know. Like, how do you?
No, I
You
think
just wanna
I'd be
sound
like,
a
oh,
psycho.
yeah.
To be honest with you,
I'd
I'd be
get the
like,
two of them in front of me and I'd be like, I want you to say everything now, tell me the details.
yeah,
Don't believe that now. We can leave it in the past, but I want to know everything now.
Yeah.
and sit the two of them down.
Do you know what? When you did hear about those straight away, like I don't, like I personally, like fair play to her, like she's obviously sitting on this and trying to go the right way. Whereas
that one,
personally, I don't think I think I'd like,
No, I know.
oh my god, I'm like, are you fucking, you didn't tell me, why wouldn't you think I
Yeah.
know that how much respect, blah blah blah, and obviously make a big deal out of it. But because you are thinking about going about it the right way, I personally think she's either a girl's girl or she's not, okay? And if she is in the same group of friends, she obviously thinks of it like a friend. So maybe before you start working things up in your head and approaching her partner, ask the girl, can you meet her? Sit down, ask her to go for a tea or coffee, go and talk to her and just say, look, I've just found out that obviously he's hooked up. I basically just need reassurance that there was nothing there. Like, and she's either going to be like, yeah, look, I want to reassure you. It was literally once we were kids. It's like literally never
years
again.
ago.
A text message.
Yeah.
Like, that's obviously what you want to hear. So,
Come here,
and
I've
if she
heard of
doesn't-
stories like that before, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes people just have to get over it because that's life, and sometimes there's not big deals
Oh
made
my
out of
god,
it
I
because
literally
there's
forgot
no
I
one
have
like
been
it.
in this situation before, actually. Like, how am I not even being like, actually, that sounds familiar? So, anyway, I was with this fella for years, but anyway, I remember the fourth time we went out, his friend collected us, who was a girl,
Yeah.
and just a couple of months later, I found out that they were actually with each other before. And like that, it was just toxic, it wasn't like, it was a toxic relationship, and it was really like, bitterness, you know,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh, you can't talk to her, blah, blah, blah. I just obviously built up scenarios in my head. But again, I was a kid at this stage, do you know what I mean? And I always had a weird feeling in my gut that there was unfinished business with them. And I was always made out to be a psycho. Like, I was always told,
Your gut
you're a
always
psycho,
tells the
there's
truth.
nothing, blah, blah, blah. And 2 years after we finished, they got back together. Yeah. Now, come here. It's this girl is lovely. I say hello to her. There's no animosity between any of us. But I would just say that, like, if you feel like there is something there and it's in your gut, trust your gut. But I would try to talk to the girl, like, you're obviously mature enough to do that. And if you, in your gut, feel like there is something there, I would remove myself from the situation completely. Like, I would not want to be around people that you feel
Can
like
you imagine
they're
the anxiety?
Yeah, it'd be
Like, just
awful.
think of that anxiety.
Yeah,
that
or
you
like,
feel.
for example, when they're on holiday, like she said she has a concert and they're going on holiday, she's going to be constantly trying to make herself feel better than that girl.
no.
Yeah, so I would trust her gut, try to talk to the girl, you'll know by what way that girl is. And yeah, just go from there, and then I would obviously talk to her partner. And after that, if nothing works out. Maybe realistically, we should be saying, like, you're in a relationship with him, talk to him, but at the same time, I think lads do brush things off.
I feel like at the same time, you really don't know what to do unless you're in that position. But even she's in that position and she doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Very
you just have to
nice conversation on
start
it.
somewhere and see. Like, she seems to be like very mature and
Yeah.
wise the person as well, considering she hasn't jumped the gun.
Yeah,
So-
she has that.
Yeah, you know
Like,
what I
I
mean?
would be.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I probably would be.
So yeah, obviously, if you need any more information or anything on that
And
question,
yeah,
like,
if
don't be
anybody
afraid.
else,
Yeah,
if
to
anyone else has their
pop us a
opinions
message.
or what they think she should do, do
Yeah.
throw it on and we can
Let
pass
us know.
on.
Will I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Grant. So my partner and I broke up. He realised he realised he feels like he's not ready to be fully committed to a relationship. What should I do beyond waiting?
Go
Go your way.
move on.
He doesn't
Go
want
somewhere
you.
else. Like
Like, not in
I'm
a bad
sorry,
way, but
yeah.
if someone is
That's
literally,
obviously hard for her, but like,
you're not his number one priority.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what? Sorry, say that again to me. So he just said he wants a
So
break.
my
Did
partner
he
and
say he
I
wants a
broke up.
break, or did
He
he say?
realised he doesn't feel ready to fully commit to a relationship. What should I do beyond waiting?
So he's obviously, he must have said something about
So how
asking
did-
her to wait. He's
yeah.
obviously, he's keeping more on the long finger.
Yeah,
I say he has something else in mind.
100%.
He's going to see if that works out. If it doesn't work out, he's going
They
back
put
to
to
you.
you.
Yeah, no.
No.
You make yourself unavailable to that person.
Blocked.com.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you make yourself unavailable and not to be just there when he needs you, that's when he's going to want you. So if you do feel like...
Go and do something for
Yeah.
yourself as well. Go and like spend a bit of time, like, and maybe go and do a bit of yoga. Do
Yeah.
something to entertain yourself in the evening, so you're not
keep
sitting
yourself
there
occupied for
thinking
you as
about
well.
something that's not even worth it.
Yeah,
do you know?
To be honest with you, I gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes people get into
I
their
know.
heads a little bit too much about them.
Yeah, and you're
which
thinking
is
it's
sad,
you now.
honestly, because
Yeah, you're thinking
of the way
it's
she
you.
feels like. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's just not meant for you, and the right person is out there for you, so do not dwell on him. Ew. That bugs me.
goodbye
like-
and good luck.
Yeah. So, next scenario. Hey girls, so good for you starting a podcast. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I've been seeing this lad I met on Tinder for our first. Sorry, I just thought my microphone wasn't on there for a minute because I didn't see a light.
True.
Is your microphone working? Sorry. Just make
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
For the last 2 minutes.
So I've been seeing this lad I met on Tinder. For our first time. First time me and him, we went out on a drive. I drove because his car was being fixed. The date went really well. He was lovely and I was actually crazy about him. Anyway, during the drive, we decided to go to McDonald's through the drive-through. And obviously because I was at the window, I paid. I didn't mind at all and it made sense, obviously because they were at the window.
Yeah.
And he said he would get me the next time. So,
Sorry, I'm laughing already
I know.
because
I know, I feel
I'd
like
be
I know.
visually just seen a fella trying to like reach
yeah,
across
but
me.
realistically, you're at the window anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? Not you're just like, right, I'm there, tap your phone, grand, right? So he said he'll get it the next time. So everything has been great, and we went on our second date. This time he suggested we go for dinner in a really snazzy place. Sorry, that word made me laugh. Snazzy place. For food was lovely. The date was perfect. When we finished the food, the woman brought over the bill. And when I say brought over the bill, she physically brought the bill and the card machine over and wanted to be paid right away. Right there, right now.
Which does happen.
Yeah, literally she
You know what
brought
I
the
mean?
machine. And all he did was look up at her and smile and look back at his phone. There was the longest 2-second pause, like 2-second silence. So I automatically said, I'll pay with cards. Like, oh Jesus. And then he puts down his phone and said, are you sure? And again, I quote, he says, I'll get you the next one. The bill was €190. We had food and drinks and it was a really great day. I get along so well and is it wrong that me paying has turned me off wanting to see him again for a third time?
It's not the way. It's not her pain. It's the way he's after going about it.
Well, I personally, I know this is so wrong to even say it, right? But personally, if I go on a date with someone for the first time, like obviously I haven't been on a date in years.
You obviously want them.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I will always offer to pay, but realistically,
The McDonald's is one thing. It's probably a small.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean?
but like I would always like the man to pay.
Offer even or
yeah,
like,
for the
whatever.
first time, like I really try. But it's like you can often just pay, like it's grand, like do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that man has to.
Yeah.
But for me, especially at the start, if he wasn't trying to look after you a little bit, I just think it shows a little bit about how in the future things are going to be.
Yeah,
do you know?
100%.
I don't know. Do you know what? I think I'm actually trying to just be nice and beat around the bush. But to be honest with you, it would give me the ick.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I was trying
That's what
to
I'm
be
saying.
nice.
Even now that my career, the minute
Yeah.
you said the McDonald's thing, I was like, no. When you were like, all right, I was like, well, I know something else is coming on. But
No,
anyways.
but like I have to be honest with you, it would turn me off seeing someone. If
No,
they
but
didn't.
did you
And
ever
I'm
see?
sorry, that's terrible to say that, and I would offer to
No,
pay.
I know.
but especially twice.
I don't mind paying for that, but like at the end of the day, obviously, if you're going on a date and like,
yeah, I don't know.
just
It's
be
just an
nice.
old-fashioned thing, isn't it? Like that, like a man should kind of pay for dinner. Like I'm not saying that that's the way things are. That's the way things should be. But I just think for the first date, like that would definitely, I have to say, personally, give me
Yeah.
a hit. Especially
Sure
now
enough.
that meal was €190, and he's sitting there obviously actually the drinks in someone else, and they're not paying. Like the fact that there was a pause there, and she felt like she was obliged to pay. It was like if we had no intention to do it.
in the
And I
first
think
place.
that's the ick part.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that he should always pay for things, but me personally,
The way you
I
went
have
about
to-
it, yeah. Looking at Tom, looking away and all, like.
Yeah, like I don't blame her. So obviously she's asked saying it's turned her off, and I personally
If
don't
it's turned
blame
you
her.
off enough, you don't
I
need
would,
to ask.
you know what I would do if you really want to see him? I would say if you ask us when are we going on a tour date or something, say he keeps texting it, I turn around and say,
And ask him
when-
to bring you for ice
Yeah.
cream, and if he doesn't pay for that €2 ice cream, say see you later.
no, but I'd make a joke about it. I'd say, yeah, no problem, but make sure, I'll just say no problem, but it's on you this time with a wink face. I'd make a laugh
I
about
wouldn't
it
even
to
make
make
to
them
make a
know,
joke.
to make them know that
Serious.
you've noticed that you weren't paying for the last two. Like
Yeah.
you never know. Maybe it's just something that doesn't reconcile in his head. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen a
Like,
lot of things like that, like even on Instagram. Do you ever see videos of girls and they're like in the car with their fella, and the fella is like, yeah, and the fella gets it then, and the girl's like, alright, and then the fella is like, yeah, can you send me back that like for your like say £5 or something? And she's like, are you for real? And in all the comments, everyone's like, oh my god, no,
yeah, like
is this
I was trying to be
serious?
nice,
No.
but like let's be honest, yeah, no, I would get a little bit of it. But yeah, I would just personally make a joke out of it if you keep saying if you really want to see him.
But let's be honest,
Yeah.
if you're being turned off already, you
No.
probably have the ick and you can't
If you're getting
you
giddy,
can't shake the ick if you get the ick. If you're trying to say it in a nice way that you're turned off and you have the ick.
I'm sure you have had the ick when you had to pay for the McDonald's.
Jesus,
and
I feel
realise
like
what
all
was
the
going on.
scenarios we're just like, get out here, they're not right for you, but I'm not going to help them anywhere. I'm just like, no. Ick, don't run.
Will I say
Yeah,
that?
go ahead, because
Like
I'm going to just keep saying ick all the
I
time.
know. Right, so hey girls, I have been in a long relationship for 3 years. We have decided to move in together. My best friend has told me that when they were out on a night out, she saw my partner kiss another person. What should I do?
Right, so have they moved in already or they're moving in?
Right, so we have decided to move in together. Obviously, they obviously have not moved in
If you
together. they've
haven't
just
moved
decided.
in, yeah, if you haven't moved in yet, you probably wouldn't. But you know what it is, right? 3 years is a long. I'm not. If someone cheats on you, they're after cheating on you. So obviously, remove yourself from the situation. But people do forgive people if they cheat, and
Yeah, they do. Like,
Yeah.
we can't say don't.
we
because
can't say
they're
don't,
not in that
because, like,
position.
to be honest with you, I think probably 50% of being in this position. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you decide to give that person another chance,
Chance.
and that's totally on you. But you're always going to have them trust issues.
100%.
Like, you need to be prepared for.
You'll never be able to move on.
Yeah.
You'll be living in
Like,
the past.
But that's the thing, if you forgive him, you have to forgive him fully, or else
Yeah.
he's gonna eat away at you.
Yeah.
Like, if you decide to live together and he's out late, like, you're gonna know everything about each other when you live together.
Yeah.
Like, there's no getting away with things, do you know what I mean? So, like, if he stays out late, automatically you're gonna be thinking, oh my god, is he after ripping me off again?
Turn their fingers on the phone, where are you, what you doing,
Yeah.
send location.
And what happens is you turn into a psycho, and
Yeah.
things eat away at you.
Doesn't end well.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, obviously, you know, it's up to you if you do decide to forgive him, okay? But if you are, you need to make sure that you're forgiving him completely and that you're moving past that, because he gets over it. Once you forgive him, he's past that and he's over that.
He
And
doesn't care.
Yeah, and he doesn't realise what that's going to do to
He leaves
you.
it in the past.
He leaves it in the past and he just thinks, you're after forgiving me, stop bringing it up. But you need to be realistic. Can you really say that you're never going to bring that up again?
Or you're not
Do you know
going to
what
be
I mean?
sitting around upset over it. Or
Yeah. Like,
it's not going to take over your life, basically.
Yeah.
Because some people let it
It will.
consume them so much that they love the person so much, but yet they're just going around in hurt all the time.
Yeah, because you think it's going to hurt you more to lose them. But realistically, you don't know what you're putting yourself in for the next couple of years.
And God
unless you
knows as
completely-
well, like, do you know what I mean? What else you have to do if your friend that's finding that?
Yeah,
out?
like if she's seeing
Wait,
that.
if your friend seen that, did she not go over and like kill the children because what the fuck?
No, I don't know, but like realistically, your friend just seeing that and he's obviously doing that in public and doesn't care. So he
Mad
personally
scenes.
thinks there's probably more going on behind the scenes, and I personally wouldn't trust him at all. But again, you're obviously asking this because you feel like you think there's another option
Yeah.
than just to finish him. So just if you are going to get back home, you need to make sure that you are ready to move forward. But I personally think you have to be trusted.
If you're gonna be, if you can't get over it, just say see you later, because otherwise you're just
If
gonna
you
be
that
living
much
the-
better,
yeah.
yeah, like, and you
It's
can't
not
keep
gonna
bringing
hurt
it up.
anyone else other than you.
Yeah,
So-
but like the more I do think about that, he's out there doing that in public when he's around other people. So imagine what he's doing behind your back. Like I'm
No,
sorry,
I know. That's
But-
and especially like
like the likes of like everything. Like now, there's too much now. Like so, I personally don't think he's to be trusted. But again, it's on you what you decide to do.
yeah, 100%. I just probably leave the situation, but then again,
Yeah.
Again, she's probably just young right now. Oh, then she's moving it together. She's moving to too young.
Yeah,
But
true.
anyway,
sometimes though as well, like, cause she actually is getting that opportunity to move in with a fella, like,
Yeah,
she
that's
obviously
what
has
we
over
trying
the
to do.
moon,
That
like,
she's
do you
like,
get me?
oh, I'm actually moving on. Like,
Yeah.
that's right. And now she feels
That's
like
a big
everything's
step
being.
for someone, like, you know.
Yeah,
Especially
especially
for a
like
girl.
everything's being ripped away from her probably because
Yeah.
she gets someone. But realistically, like you said, there's probably a lot more going on behind the scenes.
So sorry, we'll move on to the next scenario. If you need any, if you feel like that wasn't enough for you and you want to ask more, do ask, or you want to tell
Yeah.
us a little bit more about the story, or I'd love to know like if you did forgive him and how you're feeling and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the next scenario, girls, tell me I'm not crazy. My boyfriend keeps liking girls' photos and says it means nothing. Tell me I'm not crazy and this isn't okay. It's not okay.
No, obviously
Do
it's
you
not
agree
okay.
with this? Like, what would you be like?
Yeah,
Like obviously it's different, right? If this is a picture of a girl with their child and their dog, and we're like, "Happy birthday to my child,"
and you know
that's different.
that's
yeah.
completely okay.
But if
Jesus.
it's a picture of a girl on her own,
Yeah.
dressed up, or just a selfie,
No.
like I just think
you can look, right? So you can still see that photo, but you do not need to react and like that photo because automatically that girl is looking saying, he's reacting, he likes me, he likes my photo. And whether you think it's not or not, you're just being silly.
I feel like, oh no, I feel like if you're in a long like distance relationship with a long relationship with your fella,
yeah.
And I feel like if he's literally making you feel like that, just no.
Yeah, like what I think fellas don't understand is like I don't do it. I wouldn't personally like another fella's post, and it's because I know if I liked another fella's post, they would automatically the fella's post that I like
think you're trying to get stuck in
that I liked him, and like they'd probably start liking my photos back, and it actually starts something that you don't even realise. And not even that, but I would never want my partner to see me. Now, even though Annie probably wouldn't even care, I'm being honest, like, probably wouldn't even bother. But
if they're actually going through that, each other's lot, like, she's seen that, so she's not paranoid for nothing.
Yeah.
If she's noticing it. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, I know, but do you know what it is as well? They don't realise, like, when fellas do it, what they don't realise is what you're doing, what sort of insecurities you're putting on your own girlfriend. Like, if that girl, like, you never know, and most of the girls' pictures and all do be filtered nowadays and edited and stuff, making their builds and things. And I'm not saying that,
so hard,
photos isn't edited as well, but no matter what, your girlfriend is then comparing themselves to that girl and wondering if they're good enough and is that the type of girl you do like. You don't understand what it actually does to a girl. And I think from a respect point of view as well, your partner shouldn't be doing that at all.
I feel like if your fella is liking photos as well, I'm like, God, what else is he doing?
Yeah, like he's doing that
like he's probably one of them fellas that's going on liking boards, pictures, and then you're sleeping in the bed snoring, and he's texting boards at 1 o'clock in the morning going, what's up?
Or like, I'm so against as well, like see, like liking stories, because I feel like liking stories is personal.
Yeah.
So like, fair enough. Like if they like the post, right? No, I'm not, because I don't think that's right either. Like me personally, everyone is different. But I personally feel like it builds an insecurity for me. 100%. I think it's disrespectful as well. Like and like it's different. Like I said, if it's a happy birthday post to our dad and a picture of them and our dad or anything like that. But if it's a picture of just a girl on their own, you can look at it, like you can look at it, but you don't have to react to it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like going out and seeing a good-looking girl, saying to your friends, "Oh, she's a cracker," blah blah blah. But you're not going over and trying to get her number or trying to kiss her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's look but don't touch.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I personally feel it's like that. Do you know what I mean? But as well, like I'd be thinking to myself, if he's openly liking their pictures and you can see that and he doesn't care.
I prefer for like
if he liking stories and all, and that's a private thing, and then she could be liking his stories. Like, I just think it starts something.
I feel like if he's liking the photos as well, it's just sly vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
and it's mad because I think some fellas don't think like that as well, but I don't think they realise what it really does do to a girl.
But imagine if we were going on Instagram and we were seeing fellas that we knew and they were in the gym and they had their top off and they were getting their six pack and all out and we're liking it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's
like if that was the case, if I had a six pack and we like that, automatically, like your partner would think that you like that person.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, sorry, you was gone again because the lights are gone off. Oh, she's back.
Sorry.
So yeah, personally, now come here, there could be other girls out there saying, "Oh my God, you two are psychos. It doesn't mean anything."
No,
and I think a lot of younger people might feel like that as well, like because obviously social media is a big
but it's not. It's actually normalised to younger people these days that it's actually okay for your fella to go out and like sports pictures. And that's
and
just
like,
wrong.
and be like on that Snapchat.
Do you know what I mean?
Looking at that, like I've had like younger girls coming in and telling me like that. Their friends tell it is in that Snapchat using it. I don't have Snapchat. I'm so just not having a Snapchat.
I do, but I actually only have girls on Snapchat. It's just a real kind
of like that saying like, oh, that friends tell it is in that video. I'm assuming it means like on TikTok that means they're actually scrolling through and looking at their pictures or something.
That's a new thing you can do. Yeah, you can see.
But like
looking at your page
that's like I think that's wrong as well. Like, but again, like I'm not on it. But
oh yeah, like imagine how you'd feel now some girls that are going onto our page and she's probably sitting there with her friends and they're like, oh,
like look at him,
like her fella is on our page.
Yeah, I just think it's a respect thing, and like if you have a long-term girlfriend and she is enough for you, you shouldn't make her feel that she's not enough. And by liking other people's pictures, I think that's what it does do.
You should make her feel number one.
You should make your girlfriend feel like she's number one, and that she doesn't have competition. Because let's be honest, you end up feeling like you have competition for her. I actually like that one, like, do you know what I mean? Because it is something that I feel
something that goes on literally all the time, every day. Like, it's 2024.
I'm looking at this thing like you.
But years ago, that wasn't even a thing. Like, imagine somebody would turn around
Yeah,
and
like,
he's like me, like, your
yeah.
friend is like me. Like, it's just
Yeah.
madness.
It's obviously all the stuff that doesn't. Also, my social media is obviously such a big thing nowadays as well. Do you have any more scenarios?
Yeah, I actually have got one more scenario. So I tell you, girls, my career is something I always think about. This is about a career, by the way, not a relationship. The last one, switching it up. So my career is something I always think. What did you say?
I have to fix myself.
I thought you said I need to go. Do we? I was going to say again.
Yeah, I got everyone to stop and like if you could just talk a minute.
Do you know what I mean? So sorry, guys. My career is something I always think about, and when I look at you as two girls, I always feel so inspired to chase my dreams. But I am constantly in a rut. Have you got any advice on where I should start?
Well, yeah, go ahead, Eva.
Yeah, I feel like it's so easy for us though because we've walked to the place where we are now.
Yeah, like people don't see the hard work.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like if you're in a rut and maybe if you're suffering with anxiety or whatever it may be, there's obviously something inside you telling you you can't, and you should never tell yourself you can't do anything.
Yeah,
so
at least try it.
Yeah,
like,
so you probably have no confidence or whatever. So it's all down to like really working on the inside out, I feel. Then maybe you might be able to start chasing your dreams. Jesus. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and I personally think that the reason that we've, like, it's not that we succeed because me and you want to do so much more, right? But obviously people that probably don't have a career and a business obviously would look and say that they would look what we have.
Yeah.
And well, what I'm saying is it is a lot of hard work and it's 24/7. There is literally no time off.
No.
Like, even family time or the pictures, they're still replying back to messages, they're thinking of the next ideas, they're putting on your to-do list. But the reason that we are so dedicated and the reason that I feel like we've gone this far in our careers is because we know what we do.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
100%. Like, if you really need to find something that you love, something that you're interested in, because what's that saying? If you
love what you do, you'll never walk a day in your life. And that is
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it is so true though. Like, I remember working in retail, right? I actually did enjoy my job in retail, okay? But
Lifestyle sport you used to work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I actually did, and I learned so much from it, and I got my customer service from it, and I had
100%.
so many like management skills, and I think that's why like running a salon worked on me because I got so many skills from it, which was great. But I just remember the anxiety of it, like the anxiety of never feeling like that to-do list was done. There was always so much that had to be done. I had to work at Christmas time, New Year's Eve, Stephen's Day. I just always had anxiety, and you know what? A lot of the time I grew up and I just didn't want to go to work. If you don't want to go to work, that job is not for you. I got up in the morning and no joke, I love what I do. I can't wait to get into my salon. Like, I can't wait to see my first client. I can't wait to see my last client. Don't get me wrong, when I get home, I'm like, oh my god, that was such a long day. But I will never be like, oh, I don't want to go in the morning.
It doesn't even feel like
I
work,
can't
like,
wait.
you
Yeah,
just-
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, another day tomorrow, another long day.
It's so nice down to work and just meeting people that aren't in your family, aren't your friends.
Yeah,
You have
socialising.
different relationships. It's just a break, and it's our own little world with our clients.
And like, well, that's one thing. Like, you're in a rut and you want to go far, but you cannot go far until you find something that you love.
Yeah.
So I think the first opinion would be, if it is a confidence thing.
Yeah, you need to love yourself first if it is a confidence thing.
Yeah, and it's not even that as well. If you feel like you can't do it, like realistically, let's be honest, me and you were shitting doing this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
And we kept saying, oh my god, like, will people be saying, oh, start looking down, blah, blah, blah. But look,
We actually had to turn
like,
around and just say to
we
each other,
like, no joke, like, and literally before I started, I grabbed Eva's hand and I was like, please can we do a breathing technique because my anxiety
And
is
we're
going
like-
to come up. Literally before we started, and I was like, if it doesn't, but then we kept saying to ourselves, look, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We gave
it's
it a
grand,
go,
we'll
we
start
tried
again.
it.
And then you look, listen, how many people have failed
Yeah.
and they have not stopped till they got where they wanted to be. And even after they get where they want to be, they might fail and go back to it again. But once you back to the start again, but once you don't give up, that is the main thing.
Yeah, and like, to be honest with you, and like, you know what, we're gonna be honest, we did this podcast and we failed. The other day, we honestly tried to
This
do a
was
podcast.
so bad. Like we were devastated because we were so happy but
Was it
devastated.
11 hours? We were.
Was it?
Well, it was 9 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. Well, 10 hours.
10?
10 hours. So
10 hours.
We're very bad at maths.
I know.
We were 10 hours
We
trying
have
to do
too
a
much to remember.
podcast last a few days ago.
Yeah.
And basically what happened to us,
nothing recorded. Everything got deleted after 10 hours
We were
of work.
devil.
We were so disheartened, and to be honest with you, the both of us wanted to give up there and then and not come back. But you know what? 2 days later, we're here again.
And
We're
we're
doing a
literally
podcast.
having
But you
a
know
fun.
what it was? It was a learning curve for us.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And we realised, make sure, like, our microphones went dead. Like, everything that could have went wrong for us went wrong.
It did.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, don't
And
be
even
afraid
though
to
we
fail.
had hours of preparation before everything gone wrong as well.
Yeah.
Like we
Like,
literally
I
had
actually,
10
like,
hours of
still now,
preparation.
I'm like, I can't believe that happened, but you know what? Maybe it was meant to be, and maybe this episode is going to be better than the last episode, and that's the
Exactly.
reason that one's failed. But for that girl, if you're in a rut, I would just try get out of your own head,
Yeah.
figure out something that you love to do, and then it'll never feel like you're working
Exactly.
in your
It's
life,
in your
and your
life, yeah.
career will go far. But do bear in mind, it does take hard work, but you have to be
It
dedicated.
takes time. Nothing happens overnight, girls. Like
Yeah.
literally, like even now, like how many years, like where, like was I even doing stuff? Like I was working
Yeah.
from home.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what
was
I mean?
working from home.
Like
yeah.
I went from working in a salon to working at home. From working at home, going to my friend's shops to teach courses because I hadn't got space to do it in my own house because I literally was doing it in a box bedroom.
But you have to stay
To come into
dedicated
here,
to do it, yeah.
To come into here to be able to actually have everything.
You
that
have
we
to have a
need.
goal at the end,
Yeah.
isn't it, as well? Like, you have to, like,
Start-
visualise what you want, and then you'll get
It's
to your
stepping
small
stone.
steps,
All your
like
little
that.
small steps is
Yeah.
what lead you to your dreams.
But try to figure out something that you love,
Yeah.
or there's something you think you'll enjoy, and try it out. If it doesn't work, try something
If you
else.
need help deciding, contact us and give us a little bit more information about
on
the
what you
position
enjoy
you're
doing,
in,
and
and
like, yeah, we can
everything.
give you a little
we
idea.
might be able
I
to
can do
help
a
you.
course with Eva. You know, Eva. God, Eva will do a course.
Come in, bros.
Yeah, so I think that's all this now. So now I
Is it,
actually
yeah?
really enjoying that.
That
Yeah.
actually is it, yeah. So that's the end of them, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
So we
that's
want
the end.
to thank everybody for listening and becoming a part of the Work Wife podcast.
Like our
community.
first ever one, literally.
I
our
know,
first
we
ever
actually enjoyed this so much, didn't we?
one. Yeah, I know. I'm actually good.
No, we actually have.
I was like a little weird one thing there, so I
A little-
don't know that.
She's like saying to herself,
Yeah,
Job
well
done,
done,
well
well
done.
done, you.
yeah.
But yeah, so
When's the next one then?
so the next one then is going to be launching on the 24th of July, okay? So the next one isn't going to be just me and Eva. We are doing our first interview. Like, this is so exciting because
I know,
literally
isn't it?
everything is like the first. So
We're like two kids at Christmas, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
sandwich
know.
are now. We're like, oh, we're going
when
to
we
do this.
finish this, we're going to be like, high five! Well, anyway, I'll get distracted again.
We should think of a handshake to do at the end
Yeah.
of the little one by one
Yeah,
podcast,
exciting
actually.
for that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the next episode is on the 24th of July, and we're actually doing our first interview with Jen Donovan, okay? So Jen Donovan is a fully qualified yoga teacher, and she has a master's in mindfulness. So, like, this is one that I personally cannot wait for because I don't know about anyone else that's into manifestation.
I think
Law
we
of
would need it.
attracting. Mindfulness is such a big thing now, so that's
Definitely.
one not to be missed. So we would so appreciate if people logged in for that one as well. So the 24th of July. So yeah, girls, thanks so much for anyone
Yeah,
that
girls.
listened.
So we really appreciate for everyone listening today. If everyone could go over to the Work Wife podcast on Instagram and give us a follow as well, we'd really appreciate it. And yeah, hope to
That's
see
it.
everyone next
Yeah,
time.
thanks everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. How many minutes?